Okay, so we have looked at how to draw our cubes in 1-point perspective. We're now going to look at drawing some other shapes in 1-point perspective. So the very first thing you're going to need to do is create for yourself a vanishing point. This time we're not going to need a horizon line. So let's go ahead and draw a few shapes all around the page. So I'm going to draw them. I'm going to put this video on time lapse, and then you're going to pause and draw the same, if you can, shapes in your sketchbook. Okay, so I've now drawn a whole bunch of shapes on my page. Now it's time to make them 3D. So I want you this time to imagine that the vanishing point is a light. If the vanishing point is a light, you need to determine which parts of each of the shape the light is going to shine on. So for example, we talked about this with the cubes. I just used some different terms. So we know that the light will hit this corner. We know that the light will hit this corner. We know that the light will hit this corner. But the light would not hit this corner because this corner is blocking it. So we know we line up our ruler and we go towards our vanishing point. So we have done this already with our cubes, and then we can close off our cube afterwards if we don't want it to go back and back into space, but we'll just leave this one for now. Now let's look at how to do a circle. So what you're going to do is imagine that okay, so now when you're working with a shape that is curved, or that even just has some curves, it doesn't fully have to be curved, you're going to line up your ruler to your vanishing point, and you're going to then move your ruler up until you hit your shape, making sure that you're still touching your vanishing point. So here I am touching my vanishing point, and I've just hit my shape on this side. I'm going to go ahead and draw my converging line. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm lining it up, I'm still touching my vanishing point, and I'm sliding over until I hit my shape, and I now have my my sphere, or my circle, is now 3D going back into space. Let's take a look at how you would do it with a triangle. So let's look here. For sure, if this was a light, it would hit this corner of my triangle, so I'll go ahead and do that corner. It would hit this corner of my triangle, and it would even hit the bottom corner of my triangle right here. But would it hit up here? No, it wouldn't hit there. So let's look at this piece down here, because this piece has a bend in it. And if you're doing the letters, if you're doing 3D letters, you're going to need to know what to do when there's a bend. So of course the light would hit this corner and hit this corner. So let's put those both in. But it's also going to hit that bend. So here, this little bend, we're also going to draw a line to that. Now, you'll notice it almost looks complete, but technically, the vanishing point would still shine some light on this edge of the corner of this circle. So I'm going to go ahead, touch my vanishing point, and then just slide over my ruler until I hit my shape and draw my converging line. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side here, because I would still have a little bit of this shape touching the, getting light on it from the vanishing point. So there's that shape. Let's look at the heart. Okay, so I've now finished my basic shapes. What I want to look at now is what happens if there is a shape that would interfere with another shape. So let's go ahead and draw a large triangle up here. And we can see that the vanishing point, if it were a light, would shine on this corner. It would definitely shine on this corner. And it would shine on this corner. But what you're going to notice is that I am about to hit one of my shapes here. If that's going to happen, I'm just going to stop. So it's going to look like now this shape is in front of this shape. Let's go ahead and create a few more of those where maybe they would overlap, just so we can double check at what that's going to look like. So we've now got a circle. We're going to line up to the vanishing point, touch the outermost edge. And we're going to do the same thing on this outermost edge, but as you can see, it's going to run into this cube, so I'm simply just going to stop there. Now it looks like the cube is in front. So what I would like for you to do is now practice with at least 3 more shapes anywhere you want on the page. They can be any kind of shape that you like, just to make sure that you can do some more shapes if required.